Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Sampdoria. We are the other side of the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, and I think France won it, if I'm not mistaken. We've also played four more matches, technically, because there was one just before the transfer window opened. So yes, we played 4 more matches, 3 more in the league, one of them in the Italian Cup. We are undefeated, and we were also kind of top of the table at one point. So yes, there you have it, the World Cup in 2026. No, 2022. That's the next one. It was won by France, 2-1 against England in the end. This was a weird World Cup, because if we start going back, Morocco finished 4th. In the group stages, some weird teams did really well, and some weird teams did quite badly. Is it easier to just go to groups? Can I just see stages? And then that one. So, as you can see, Burkina Faso finished 2nd there, which is always good to see. Switzerland finished bottom of their group. I think they even lost to Saudi Arabia. Yes, they did. That was obviously the team with Sturgeon. Sturgeon was playing for Switzerland in that match. He clearly did well. Morocco actually topped the group with the eventual winners France. Denmark and Mexico not qualifying for the next knockout round. That is a horrific group, and of all teams to win it, you would have thought Morocco would have been bottom. Uruguay also finished bottom of their group, and they lost. I think they lost to Iran. Yes, they did. They lost 4-2 against Iran, Belgium and Nigeria going through in that group. Another group of death, you'd probably say Croatia. Obviously, we've got a couple of Croatians, Livakovic and Modric, in our side. They also finished bottom of their group, losing to every single team, Cameroon, Ukraine and Brazil in that one. Anyway, we're not here to talk about the World Cup, we're here to talk about Sampdoria. And as you can see there, we've played 4 more matches, 3 of them in Serie A, 1 of them in the Italian Cup, and we've won every single match. We started off just before the transfer window opened with a 2-0 victory up against Udinese, Gonzalo Iribarren with the goals. And now I think I probably need to talk about some transfers. No, I don't, because we didn't make any transfers until about the 10th of January. So we can talk about at least the next 2 matches. We started off with a 3-1 victory up against our feeder club Napoli, Marius Wolf, Vecino and Di Lorenzo. Then in the Italian Cup, Marius Wolf scoring twice, Nicola Muru also scoring a very late goal on for us as well, putting us through into the second round. Quarter-final is what it is, to play AC Milan. Not going to be an easy game. Then against Sassuolo, this one was a 3-1 victory. Wolf and Iribarren once again on the score sheet. Now, let's talk about some transfers, because there hasn't been many. In fact, most of the transfers have been players leaving the club. Carol Linetti first up, as I mentioned in the last episode, signing for Cagliari, £3 and a bit million. I just was starting to kind of fall out of love with him. Basically, he wasn't playing as well as I wanted him to. He's played 187 times for Sampdoria, and I've just binned him off for £3 million. The board weren't particularly pleased with this one. Marco Ramkilde as well has left the club, a player who we signed in the very first transfer window of the save. He's signed for Lyngby. We've got a little bit of money for him, £96,000. I think there's a sell-on in there, but I'm not expecting a lot. And finally, Ronaldo Vieira, the Englishman formerly of Leeds United. He has left the club on loan, signing for Pescara, also in Serie A until the end of the season. I've been trying to get rid of him. He's not good enough for us. I don't think that he's worth kind of keeping hold of because he's a non-EU player as well. So yeah, hopefully Vieira is going to be leaving. Actually, no, he might be Portuguese, isn't he? He is, he's part Portuguese. He's not non-EU. Also, he could become Italian if he really wanted to. Joining the club then, 2 players on permanent deals. First up is Andre Anderson, formerly of Lazio, signing for about £490,000, 23 years of age. He's pretty decent, in my opinion. 2.5-star current ability, 3-star potential. He's not going to be playing a lot of football for us, but for £500,000, I think we've got our money's worth. And then we've bought a player who can't play football for us. I do that a lot. It is Ecuadorian striker William Leon. £4.9 million this man has cost us. And our scouts came back and said, sign him. They came back, it was like a 92 rating or something like that out of 100. And I went, okay, for £4 million or £5 million, that's pretty decent. He is obviously 3-star current ability, 5-star potential. I'm going to try and loan him out, but I don't think anyone really wants him. I'm trying to send him off to Mouscron, obviously, in Belgium. Ideally, I'd like him to stay in Italy, but it's not going to happen. Also, I will spoil these for you right now because I'm annoyed because I haven't really thought them through. Marko Grujic is going to be signing in the summer on a free transfer, obviously the Liverpool midfielder. He's going to be a decent deep line playmaker. So that is why Marko Grujic is going to be joining us. Problem is, he's from Serbia, which isn't part of the European Union. I'm hoping it will be. I'm hoping it will become part of the European Union by the time he joins. Someone who definitely won't be able to play for us, which is a massive kick in the teeth, is Jude Bellingham, because he's joining on a free transfer as well at the end of the season, and he is just 100% English as far as I'm aware. Yes, he is. He's not from Europe, is he? He's not from the EU. I mean, it's a great signing, free transfer and all, but he's just not going to be able to play for us for 2 years. Probably going to loan him out to Belgium. Right, anyway, that's enough admin. It's probably taken us 5 or so minutes to get through all of that, so let's jump into the first match of the episode. Bologna will be our opponents. We will also be playing Perugia later on in the episode, and then also finalising the transfer window as well. So yeah, big old episode for today. And as you can probably expect, we are on excellent form. 3 wins, 3 draws, 1 defeat against Bologna in our previous, 7 meetings. So yeah, we can hopefully put another one past them. We are joint top of the table with Roma. The only reason why we are not top, I think, is because we've drawn with them. Oh, it was 0-0. It's literally goal difference. Or is it goal scored? It might be goal scored. It's probably goal scored. So yeah, we need to, start scoring some goals, and when we play Roma, which might be the next episode, probably need to win that one. The starting lineup then for the Bologna game, we're sticking with the 4-1-2-3 DM wide gegenpress. It's a catchy title for a formation. We're sticking with it because it's basically doing absolute wonders for us. It's going to be Livakovic in goal. Muru, Sturgio, Vallejo and Di Lorenzo will be our back 4 today. Foyth drops to the bench. It's going to be Modric, Vecino and Bazua as our central midfield, with Wolf, Kolev and Ira Baron as our strikers. We basically have a starting 11. It's only really Di Lorenzo who kind of rotates with Foyth. That's it. Foyth's probably our better right back, but I want to give Di Lorenzo some games. I'm genuinely thinking we could win the league this season. I know it's still relatively early on, but I think we could win the league. Bologna have a chance. Luka Modric, of all players, manages to head of the ball clear. Modric is like 5'7" at best. Bazua does a slide tackle. Ira Baron has it. Goes across to Kolev. Kolev, by the way, is amazing. He's turning into such a good footballer. Marius Wolf goes for a little past effort into the far corner, but Confetti in goal for Bologna makes the save. Got ourselves a throw, 10.5 minutes. It's a terrible bit of football. Soriano goes for an effort. Livakovic makes a wonderful save. Going to be a corner for Bologna. Hopefully we can get ourselves a counter-attack. I would like to see some players kind of bombing up the wings a little bit more on these counter-attacks. Hurtado goes for a headed effort straight into the hands of Livakovic, and that just ends the highlight. And now another one begins. Viganto. Vallejo doesn't get the... What's happened? Did he... Please tell me this isn't a penalty. I think he handled it. I think Vallejo handled the ball in the area. He jumped and then just kind of palmed the ball down. If he didn't, then I don't know what you do in this situation. A drop ball? It is a penalty. It is going to be a penalty. So Livakovic then, who's been pretty awful form for international, needs to try and save himself a penalty against Bologna. Why are we watching the referee run all of this way? Okay, here we go then. Vignato steps up. Livakovic goes the wrong way. We're 1-0 down against Bologna. This isn't good. We have just literally beaten Bologna in the Italian Cup. So, we should be able to beat them again. And I'm pretty sure that was away as well. 3 of our 4 defenders are booked before the half-hour mark. Wonderful bit of football going on here. Not a lot's happening, is it? This is a concern. We're having lots and lots of chances. Bologna have had 5. We've had 13 now. But no highlights to speak of going our way until now. Modric steps up. A minute to play. Back post is Marius Wolf. And the ball finds its way in. Rashedli Bazua is the man there in the middle of the goal. Back on level terms. This is good. I'm happy with this. Going in at half-time 1-1 is not bad. I mean, we shouldn't have really conceded a penalty, but, it's better than losing. Roma, however, are winning 4-0. Sanchez, Mancini, Pinamonti and Schick all scoring in the first half against Sassuolo. We just need to win. We just need to make sure we win our game, and then we can keep pace with Roma. You're going to get an angry shout, because you're not doing too well. Georgi Kolev, who I was singing his praises, look how good he is. Look how good Kolev is getting. 3.5-star current ability now, arguably one of our better footballers. Physically, that's insane, absolutely insane. He's a wonder kid as well, which is great, and I'm probably going to sub him because he's on a 6.5. Actually, no, let's try passionately. I'm looking for you to make the difference. Come on, you've got like 15 minutes in the second half, Georgie. You wait, nothing will happen, and then he'll just get subbed on 60 minutes. Okay, he's gone up to a 6.7. You're staying on. Vecino's dropped down. We've still had no highlights in the second half. Vecino will be coming off. Andre Anderson will be coming on, making his debut. He's not really a Carolero, but, he's got some decent numbers. It's just his concentration and positioning just kind of lets him down. Finally, we've got a highlight in the second half. It's taken to the 73rd minute. Bazua, the goal scorer, plays it forward. Kolev heads it back to Bazua, gets it once again. Make a run, Muru. Muru does get it. Roma are 5-1 up against Sassuolo. Roma are just destroying teams. Muru's going to win himself a penalty. He's going to win himself a penalty. If this is actually a penalty, I need to stop Modric taking them. Because he's just bad at penalties. He's not. He really shouldn't be. But every time he's tried to do something with a set piece, he's not been great. He's already missed a penalty so far. Is it a pen? It wasn't. It was certainly in the area. It is a penalty. Do we stop Modric taking it? Hold on. Right. Modric's penalties is 15. Marius Wolf is 13. We're trying it. It's a risk. It's definitely a risk. Because I feel like Marius Wolf has missed penalties as well in the past. Number 27 then, the German. Wolf steps up, plays it into the back of the net. Good. We are 2-1 up against Bologna. Cartwheel for celebrations. Let's just coast to the end of the match and win 2-1. Tactical genius that was, making Wolf take that penalty. Actually, we need to do some subs and bring off some defenders here. Because they're all pretty much booked. Sturgeon is going to come off for Robbie Atti. That's a risk because Robbie Atti has played twice for us and we've lost one and drawn one and gone to extra time. Confetti with a free kick with 4 minutes left on the clock. Wolf heads down. Irabaran back to Andre. Forward. Bazoa towards the goal. Is he going to make it 3? Confetti makes a save. It's going to be a corner. Modric is probably the one to take it. It is Luka Modric, who will be retiring at the end of the season. Towards the middle, not the best corner from the Croatian. And now, potentially a chance for Bologna. Down that right-hand side, Bazoa with a wonderful tackle there. He's going to get himself a Man of the Match award at the end of this, I think. They do get to take their throw on camera, though. Mitchell Dix to a long, confusing name. Vignato crosses the ball, back post. Di Lorenzo gets it clear, but not far enough. Svanberg forward. Nikola Muru heads it back to the goalkeeper, and Livakovic picks it up gratefully in his hands. This is just going to be a time-wasting sub. It's going to be Marius Wolf, the goal scorer, off. Manolo Gabbiadini can come on. And then we've got whatever injury time. 5 minutes. I guess there was a penalty. And we are going to see a highlight as well. Livakovic with a long kick upfield. Georgi Kolev gets tackled, but Andre collects it. He's going to have to go back. Modric forward on the left is Muru. Muru, by the way, is good. I really like Muru. I keep wanting to sign a replacement. Never get round to it. And Rashedli Bazoa with a wonderful finish on the 94th minute. Forward roll to celebrate. It's 3-1 against Bologna. That's good. That's a pretty decent result in the end. I'm not going to lie. That was the Rashedli Bazoa game, wasn't it? Absolutely wonderful performance. A 9.1, 2 goals as well. Absolutely dominated the match in terms of shots and shots on target and possession. We are keeping up pace with table toppers, Roma. Roma did win their game 6-2 against Sassuolo, so they're extending their goal difference, but we are still keeping pace. Lazio also winning their game a last-minute Immobile goal, meaning they get themselves 3 points to keep them just 1 point behind us. Juve, 3 points behind us, and they do have themselves a game in hand. When are they playing? They've just played their game. They got Dele Alli. They've signed Dele Alli. No, they've got him on loan. Hold on. What? Okay, fair enough. So what I'm going to do now, going to go forward to the Perugia game. We're going to play Atalanta off camera. We're going to play AC Milan in the Italian Cup quarter-final off camera as well. We'll return for the Perugia game and then obviously the end of the transfer window as well. Well, it's all gone a bit wrong. We played 2 more matches and we have been knocked out of the Italian Cup quite badly. And we also really should have beaten Atalanta, just could not score a goal to save our lives. So yeah, 0-0 draw with Atalanta and a 3-0 defeat against AC Milan means that we have scored 0 goals in between matches. We've got Perugia up next, a team who are currently down in 11th place. Actually, not doing too bad for themselves. I'm hoping we can start scoring some goals again. We did go on, I've just seen, we kind of played a lot of games and scored 3 goals at least, and then just completely stopped dead. And I've just realised what the missing piece was. No, I thought it was Luka Modric. It wasn't Modric. We're fine. Before we get into the Perugia game, we've done a little bit more transfer business. Edoardo Robbiati has gone out on loan to Monza until the end of the season. He needs some first-team football. I think he's got a lot of potential. He just needs some football. At the age of 19, he needs that football now. So hopefully playing for Monza, he will get a little bit better. Ideally, I would have preferred a Serie B side. No Serie B side wanted him. So Perugia then, a team who we have yet to play, which means they were definitely down in Serie B for the last few seasons, weren't they? And like I said, 11th place, they're doing alright for themselves. We have dropped down to 3rd place, but if we win here, we will still keep ourselves in line with Lazio and Roma, who are ahead of us. I've just seen we're getting to that point in the day again where the sun is starting to come through the blinds. We're just going to have to deal with it. Hopefully this match isn't going to take too long. So, starting 11 then, Livakovic, Muru, Foyth, Vallejo and Di Lorenzo as the back four today. Bazua, Vecino and Nicky as the central midfielders. Wolf, Kolev and Iribarren are the strikers. You'll notice Luka Modric is currently down on the bench, and that is because he's got a pulled groin, so he's out for a few days. He's actually missed the AC Milan match. He did play against Atalanta, which I just noticed. But yeah, I think we kind of need Modric. He's very useful for us. I guess this match could be kind of make or break, couldn't it? If we lose to Perugia, which I'm hoping doesn't happen, but it's certainly a possibility. But if we lose to Perugia, this could be a downward spiral. We could start losing a lot of games. We need to make sure we score a goal. At the very least, we have to score a goal in this match. We're at home, we have to win this game. There is obviously a highlight going on in the background, and Perugia are in on goal after just a minute and a half. Livakovic makes a good save from Dickman. They've got a player called Dickman. Nicky with a cross for us towards the back post. Marius Wolf is there. He's hit the little cross between the bar and the post. Pescara are beating Napoli, and it is our player to do it. Identical, was this the same highlight? I don't think it was. Vizu can run forward for Perugia. We need to get some players back. Wolf nicks the ball away somehow. We still don't have it. Amir Gojak, a player who I signed for Everton a few seasons ago, back when we started playing as Everton in like November last season. Dickman has the ball on the right, crosses in the middle is Vizu, and Vizu makes it 1-0. What were we doing? We were all over the place there defensively. This is not good. This is definitely not good. Perugia are doing so much better than us already. 12 minutes in, they've had 3 shots, 2 on target. We've had 2 and none. We need to, you know, start doing something. That's good that their manager shouted something nonsense at them. They've got themselves a free kick though. Dickman with the ball towards Bani at the back post. Bani's almost put it in. Wolf manages to clear it somehow. Muru with a lovely acrobatic clearance. Is this highlight going to carry on? Iribarren down that left-hand side. He's got no real support. He's got Kolev in front. Iribarren's been tripped, and Avocado, it's not Avocado, Acevedo possibly gets himself a yellow card. This isn't what I want to happen. Nicky with a corner for us towards the middle. Nobody's there because for some reason corners don't seem to work for me. Nicky again tries to clear the ball upfield. Bazua has it to Muru. Bazua would like it back. Weird flick. Foyth all the way back to Livakovic in our goal. Long ball upfield. Doesn't find a single Sampdoria player again. We're just going to have to try and pass our way around them. Bazua to Nicky. Nicky across to Muru. Kolev's making a good run. If he wants to use him, Muru's going to keep going instead. Inside to Nicky. There's loads of space there on that right-hand side. There he finally Vecino gets it, but then he just passes it straight back. Muru again, back to Nicky. Edge of the area. He goes for a curling effort. Liali makes a very good save. It's going to be a corner with about 10 minutes left to play off the first half. Nicky steps up to take it. Where's it going to go? Towards the middle? Towards the back? Nobody's there. The ball's going to get cleared. Half time, we are 1-0 down against a newly promoted Perugia side. What else is happening? Roma 0-0 with Atalanta. That is good. Lazio 1-1 with Cagliari. That's also not too bad either. Basically, we're the only team really properly slipping up at the moment. You're getting an angry shout. You're definitely getting an angry shout. Who's playing badly? Wolf and Kolev again. Both of them again playing badly. Right, you're going to get a passionate. There's a lot more to come from you. You're going to get a passionate. There's a lot more to come from you as well. Sure, Nicky can have it also. Good job. Let's go out there and try and score a goal. Or 2 or 3. Score 3, please. Well, second half starts as well as every second half seems to start with no highlights whatsoever. Marius Wolf's dropped down to a 6.3, so it's Gabbiadini time. We are probably also going to do Iribarren off or Nicky off because he's having a shocker for Luka Modric. Not sure whether this is a good idea, but we need somebody who can make a bit of a difference. And we're also going to do Iribarren for Dave. Yep, bringing off our top goal scorer for Dave Harper. Well, this started off like it was going to be a pretty decent episode, and now nothing's happening. This second half has literally had no highlights as far as I remember. It's going to be a 1-0 defeat against Perugia, and arguably we've deserved that. They've defensively been apparently amazing. We've just done absolutely nothing going forward. You're getting a shouting at. You're coming in for training tomorrow because that is not a good performance. We are still up there though. Roma, what did they do? Drew 0-0. Lazio, did they win their game? They won 4-1 in the end. So Lazio go to the top of the table. Juve beating Bologna as well, meaning that they go joint on points with us. but we are ahead of them because we've actually beaten them so far this season. That's also just our second defeat. That is our second defeat in the league. That is pretty bad. Right, what we're going to do now, we're going to go forward till the end of the transfer window just in case some more business takes place. I'm not expecting a lot to happen. Maybe a couple of loan players leaving. I'm not expecting anybody to come in. Well, the transfer window has closed, and as I suspected, we've not signed anybody, but we have sold 2 more players. One of them has gone to his native Germany, and one of them has gone to Spain. Mike Ebbers has signed for Borussia Dortmund. This one might come and bite us because Dortmund were so desperate to sign him, they have basically paid £6 million for him. 3.5 upfront, potentially going up to £6 million. We've also got a 50% sell-on in there as well. So yeah, Mike Ebbers, I think he might be pretty good. If Dortmund were willing to spend £6 million on a 16-year-old, there must be something there. And the other player to leave the club is Bartosz Berezinski, a player who I didn't really want to sell, but he basically started throwing his toys out of the pram, wanting to win trophies, and I couldn't tell him, look Bartosz, we're third in the table, just give it till the end of the season. He was just like, nope, I want them now, apparently. So we've sold him to Malaga, a team that won't ever win him any trophies. He's gone for 3.6, potentially rising to £4.4 million as well. That is going to do it for this episode. Next episode, we're not going to go very far. We're going to go for Roma, and we're going to go for that match. Is that only one leg? Is it only one leg? I mean, we still haven't had the draw yet for this Europa League thing. When does this happen? Yes, oh, it's this weird mess, isn't it? It's the weird mess. So we get the draw on the 17th of February. So what we'll do Roma, we'll do the Europa League draw, and then maybe we'll do the Europa League game or Pescara or something like that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2020 with Sampdoria. It was a little bit of a disappointing one come the end of it, with 3 matches in a row with no goals scored. A 3-1 victory against Bologna was also pretty good at the start though. We are currently third in the table. Thanks very much for watching. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. If you're new here and you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. I will see you next time as the sun behind me slowly sets and slowly sets me on fire because I'm like sweating. You've probably spotted it, but I'm really, really warm. So thanks for watching. See you next time.